们现在是在 KK 的 Lido Market and we bought local food。现场我们是2个颜色的米粉，
我们是果条和白色。很快就卖完了。
好吃哦！虽然它只是普通的米粉，可是它不是一般的米粉，还有一个 KK 的味道。我觉得你会。
Lido Market is a friendly neighborhood market that is familiar to most of the locals. The atmosphere of the market is vibrant throughout the day, whether it is the butcher chopping pork or aunties picking vegetables. This place remains hectic and lively, making it a local's favorite get-together spot. Lido Market is generally separated into 3 different zones: the wet market, dry market, and another section of dry market that transform into a hawker spot after a certain time of the day. The stalls found in the first zone of the dry market sells mostly warm food that are prepared on the spot by the owners. The food prepared ranges from Chinese noodles, baos, or nasi lemak, kuehs, and even Western breakfasts. Such diverse range of food certainly attracts and cater for the locals that are sure to share different tastes in food. This section of the market sells fresh vegetables as well, and it is at its busiest during the breakfast hours, between 7 to 10 o'clock. People walk in and out picking vegetables and buying breakfast, unconsciously taken away by the sinful smell of good food. The other section of dry market transforms itself into a hawker scene at 11 o'clock. As lunchtime approaches, this portion of the market will be filled with people. There are different types of food offered, especially the locals' favorites ngao chap and kueh chap. What a great place to enjoy its pulsating atmosphere, with people eating, laughing, and simply having a good lunch break. There is a strong sense of unity felt in the wet market. The people here are like family, generous to one another yet playful at the same time. This truly sells the quality of this reputable place, much more than the food itself. The various foods sold in this section mainly consist of raw pork, chicken, and fish. This market tells a different story at various times of the day. 3 a.m. when most people are still in bed, the butchers come in early to chop, prepare, and sort out the pork. At 4 a.m., the chickens are weighed, labeled, and arranged in packages. The fishmongers come in latest to clean and arrange at 5 a.m., and then the vegetables set up. As the sun rises, the road around the market starts to get crowded and noisy. People begin to move in and out of the market, picking and buying their daily household essential. Some drop by the market to buy their breakfast. Warm food such as fried noodles, rice, or even bakery goods can be bought from Lido Market. By 8 o'clock, the market smells of tasty food, giving the place a sense of dynamism and a light-hearted character. This environment translates into a hectic scene at 11 o'clock, when a portion of market transforms into a hawker spot. Lido Market settles down and falls into a lazy afternoon mood after lunchtime. The hawkers start to clean up and take a break, as they make friends, chit-chat, and share stories amongst themselves. Colors of dry food, wet food, utensils, furnitures, and the people of different ethnic cultures make up the visual palette of Lido. We can see aunties, old uncles, housewives, and young children accompanied by their mothers casually walking around at every time of the day. Next, we have the element of touch. It is observed that Lido folk fully engage themselves when communicating with the vendors and vice versa. Hand gestures are often used when choosing the type of fish, picking potatoes out of the basket, or even when they pay money. These gestures are unique to the type of trade taking place. Another element that influenced Lido is the smell experience. When people walk through the wet market section, the smell of raw meat is almost unnoticeable. This is one of the unique intangible aspects of the marketplace. The next element is taste. It is impossible to leave Lido Square on an empty stomach. The wide variety of market food fare is enough to satisfy your appetite at all times. It is so yummy. The final element is sound. It is hard to forget the old Chinese opera music that plays in the background in the early mornings. Not to forget the crackling sound, knife sound, and chopping sound.
这个最主要是维持你来到这边的话，那你会看到干净吗？你主要是干净。我的感受当然是好了。第一样，这边的人都是友善的。
Oke, kemas.
Experiencing Lido was much more than a field trip for us. We saw the importance of being down to earth and to be contented with the many things that we sometimes take for granted. What a great trip!